Hello there. If you're watching this live or about to watch this live, I am sorry. I'm a little bit late. I was doing a play test or a couple play tests and I lost track of time. So, yeah, I did not go. I did a weird. Usually I create this video in advance so you know it's there. It pops up as an event. That did not happen here. So, Ian, sorry to throw you off there, but thanks for finding the video anyway. But hopefully it will still work out as it normally does. I'm Jamey from Stonemeyer Games, and we're going to play a game of Rolling Realms, Game 85, Round 3. Garrett, the playtest went well. One of them was a game that I've been working on, and one was a game submission. That one didn't quite go as well. But mine, I had plenty of notes from the game that I'm working on, so got some really good feedback on that. So today we're playing with Biddy and Walter, Meadow and Tidal Blades, kind of a push your luck realm. Meadow, a realm from Nathan Smith, that's really delightful, and Tidal Blades. A great, beautiful game with art from Mr. Cuddington. Yeah, let's jump in and give this a try. But actually, right after this, I record my podcast with Mitchell right after I'm done finishing this. Hey, Mark, thanks for joining us. 2 and a 6. Okay, the start of every turn, mark an outline cat graving based on the dice sum. So the sum is the cat's taking a nap, so I have to mark this off and gain the resource or gain a coin. So not a bad way to start. And then if I want to use, actually a 6 is really great here because I can circle 2 of the pillows here to prevent us from having a grumpy cat for a few rounds potentially. So I'll do that. I have a 1 and a 2 remaining. So for Tidal Blades, I can mark a number. I don't think I have to go left to right. I can mark any of these numbers. And then over here in Meadow, I'll get to Meadow in a second. I'll just mark off something over here with a 2. Here's a 2 and get a heart. And the 1, I'll create a 1 and use it over here in Meadow. And with Meadow, cross off a symbol that many spaces away and mark a corresponding card in the Meadow, bottom to top without skipping. So let's go for another coin. I'll put the 1 right here. So I mark off that and mark off that and get a coin. All right. Think I've caught my breath here. Mark says he just got home from playing Vantage, had an epic victory. That's awesome, Mark. Which mission and destiny were a part of that epic victory? And Garrett says, Mitchell's the best. So glad you two started a weekly series. You know, I was not hesitant because of Mitchell at all, but I was hesitant about adding something else to my schedule, especially my content creation schedule, which is already way beyond what I ever thought it would be for Stonemeyer Games. But I have a lot of fun talking with Mitchell. I have a good time, and it seems like people are having fun with it too. So it's a dose of positivity in a world that I think needs a little bit more joy and positivity. So I look forward to it every week now. Okay, 2 and a 5, 2 and a 4 here for round 2. I'd love to hear what you all are doing for this weekend. Oh, I have to do Biddy and Walter first. Here's the 6. So they are playful here. So I might, I'll use the 2. I want Happy Cat, so I'm gonna use the 2 there. The 5 I can use over here in the discoveries. I can mark a discovery to get a bunch of resources. Actually, using a 5 here is really nice. I get I get 1 of every resource, and then I can use a 1 in Tidal Blades. I'll mark off that 1 and get another heart. So Tidal Blades, let's see. The trophy. So we get a trophy. If we kill them, I get trophies. Okay, that makes sense. All right, turn 3. So this weekend I'm playing in here's a 1 and a 4. I'm playing in a charity disc golf scramble tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. The weather's been beautiful in St. Louis, and the scramble is a 3-person scramble. So I have 2 teammates, and we'll each throw the disc, and then we'll choose the best of those 3, and we'll throw from that disc and so on, which is really nice. Typically, you end up with some better scores when you do that because you have 3 to choose from. Mark says that he had the mission to get a shelter and the fill the grid destiny, and then they got the destiny for the shelter as well. That's awesome, Mark. Well done. Garrett's daughter is turning 10, so it'll be a birthday events-filled weekend interspersed with some Hades 2 playing when I have some free time. I hope the music, I heard the music is wonderful in Hades 1, Garrett, so I hope it's fun in the second version of the game. And happy birthday to your daughter. That's wonderful. Ian's going to see a movie, and he just got the game Small Folk in for a review, and he might play some Vantage. I'm hoping to play a solo game of Vantage and maybe play with the Wingspan fan design packs this weekend. Yeah, it sounds like Ian has even more here going on this weekend. 1 and a 4. First thing we got to do, Biddy and Walter. Again, Biddy and Walter are doing something different. Oh, and I forgot to get the 8 resources. I should have gained that heart, and now I gain a pumpkin right now from Biddy and Walter. So I might push my luck a little bit because the 4... Actually, no, the 4 is great for Biddy and Walter. Here we go. I'll get 2 of those for Biddy and Walter. And the 1... probably use in Meadow. Yeah, I'll use the 1 in Meadow to move up. Oh, I can't get that one, so I would have to do this one. That's okay. I'll do a 1 here to get a star. And what can I do in Tidal Blades? I can still do another 1. I'm a little hesitant to do that. A 4 might be better because a 1 would mean starting this one. 1, 2. It is possible. We'll give it a try. Here's a 1. And again, I don't have to do these left to right. I just happen to be doing them left to right. Turn 4. A 4 and a 3. A lot of 4s this round, but we haven't rolled a 3 yet. So they add up to 7, and so they're going to be playful kitties. And I gain a heart. I don't have a 2 or 5, so I might be pushing my luck a little bit here. So I wanted a heart here, and so let's put I think a 3. Yeah, I'll put a 3 right there to cross off that one to move up this chart to gain another star, and then I'll use the 4 over here on Tidal Blades to gain a trophy. Brendan says, "What's my favorite rolling realm?" That is hard to pick, Brendan, because it's for me, it's more about fun combinations of realms. I honestly don't think I have a favorite because I enjoy so many of them for different reasons. Some of them for the difficulty, some of them just for the cleverness of the puzzle. It's really hard to pick a favorite. Do you have a favorite? Do any of you playing have a clear favorite? Mark says that one of the players, Mark played, here's another 4 and a 3. Mark says, one of the players introduced Vantage to their girlfriend through our game and hoping that she'll love the game so they can play it together when his copy arrives, hopefully next week. Hopefully she had a good time playing it, or will have a good time playing it. It sounds like she was in this game that you currently played. So yeah, hopefully she had a good time with that. A 4 and a 3. So again, they add up to 7. I pushed my luck and I failed. So because of that, I have to outline a grumpy cat. That's unfortunate. Grumpy cats mean fewer stars. So at most, I can get 5 stars from Biddy and Walter at this point. Brendan says it really depends on the combo. I really like Mini Gold and Feast for Odin. Mini Gold. What is Mini Gold? That might be an autocorrect. Oh, and Brendan likes the poker round. I'm glad you like the poker round. That was one that I've been wanting to design. That was a tough one to design, but I had fun designing it. And Mark says that the girlfriend involved did have mini golf. I see. I should have gotten that, Brendan. Sorry about that. And Mark says the girlfriend did enjoy Vantage. I'm glad to hear that. 4 and a 3. Okay, I don't want to push my luck again. So maybe I can use 2 pumpkins to turn this 4 into a 5 and circle 2 more of those. I want happy cats. And then the 3, I'll put over here in Tidal Blades and gain a coin. And I can use that coin, hopefully. That's a 1. Over here, I need an insect. Can I get, I can get an insect with a 1. I'll go for, I'm out of pumpkins now, so go for that one. So yeah, I'm hoping to play probably Wingspan and Vantage over the weekend, if I can, along with some disc golf. And I don't think I have any other weekend play. I have hanging out with some friends tonight. I think that's it for my weekend plans. Yeah. Oh, Geekway Mini signups are tomorrow. If anyone's planning to try to go to Geekway Mini in January, signups are tomorrow. Here's a 1 and a 6. 1 and 6. So those add up to 7. It's a good thing I worked on Biddy and Walter. I gain a heart. And I haven't done anything there yet. And this turn, I don't really have to do anything Biddy and Walter, which is nice. Garrett says, is Mint Mobile still working well for you? Yes, it's been fantastic so far, with one catch, which I think is more about changing carriers than it is about Mint Mobile. I switched from AT&T to Mint Mobile And the only catch so far has been that sometimes when I do authentication, it doesn't work. The certain places don't send me the code. But I restarted my phone, and that seems to have helped. So for the most part, I'm very glad with the Switch. I'm happy to pay $15 a month instead of $75 a month for the exact same thing that I was getting before. Mark says, High Potential Season 2. We haven't started watching it yet, Mark. We're watching Murderbot. We're watching that new Alien series. We just started watching that. And, of course, we just started watching Survivor last night. And we're watching Platonic on Apple TV as well. 6 and a 1 here. None of these ones. Is 6 wild? What do I want 6 for in Tidal Blade? 6 counts as any number. Okay, it is wild. I might go with that. Let's see if I can get a... I can't get a bird with a 1. I can't get a bug with a 1, so I might need to copy a number. That's okay. I'll use the 6 as a 5, and that gives me a total of 4, because I get 2 for the 6 and then 2 for killing this monster. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do the stars at the end for Tidal Blades. The 1, I might just use the 1 in Biddy and Walter, because I think I want to copy the 6 with 3 hearts, copy the 6 in Meadow, and use it to get the star and the pumpkin. All right, turn 7. Yeah, are you all watching? Ian says he's going to see a movie. Are you all watching anything on TV or on the big screen over the weekend? I am very curious about the new DiCaprio movie. I forget the name of it. I keep seeing it pop up on Rotten Tomatoes as being really highly reviewed. It is called One Battle After Another. Very great reviews for this movie. It's a longer one. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is maybe a little bit longer than I want to hang out in the theater, but we'll see if we go see that one at the Alamo here in St. Louis. One is, I feel like I'm rolling the same thing back to back multiple times. 1 and a 6 again. So they do add up to 7. I get a heart out of that. I need to decide if I'm going to push my luck again on Biddy and Walter. The 1 again doesn't do anything in Meadow. And I need to I might need to manipulate a 1. So if I can get a pumpkin somehow, that could be good. Here, let's get a pumpkin with that. That 6 will become a 2 for Tidal Blades. That gives me a pumpkin. It also completes that monster, kills that monster. I now have 2 pumpkins. So I could change this 1 into a 2 and write it down there to cross off that bird, which is 2 stars here in Meadow. And I might just push my luck in Biddy and Walter. Just hope not to roll a 6 or a 7. And Ian says, yeah, he just realized that 7s can be used with coins to copy a die. That's right. Yeah, the lesser, it's not used all that often, but when you have maybe a 4, 5, or 6, that's nice to copy. Looks like both Garrett and Ian are watching Only Murders in the Building. Yeah, we need to get back into that maybe when the season is complete. A pair of 3s here. And Garrett says that he might watch the Fantastic Four. I hope you enjoy it, Garrett. Mark says, I'm hoping there was a season 3 for The Devil's Plan. I hope so too. I wouldn't mind if they did smaller episodes rather than the giant, like 90-minute episodes. I'll just cut it up in smaller bits. I wouldn't mind that, but I did really enjoy season 2. A pair of 3s. Oh, I did hit. I have another grumpy kitty. I don't like having grumpy kitties. Let's see if I can get a bug. I can get a bug. Put the 3 there, cross off that bug, and get a heart. We use a 3 here to get a pumpkin, and I think I'm going to copy that 3. Yeah. Copy the 3. I don't know if I really need to. You know, I only have 2 turns left. I don't need to. I'll get those hearts back. I was going to put it here, but I don't really need to do that. I think I'm just going to have to risk it for Biddy and Walter again. Okay, final turn. I need, for the bug, I need a 2 or a 3. I have a lot to do in Tidal Blades. Another 1 and a 6. I'm so sorry for those of you playing along who wanted anything but a 1 and a 6. At least a 6 is a wild in Tidal Blades. A 1 I would need to manipulate into a 2 to get the final star from Meadow. And Biddy and Walter, yet again, I have Grumpy Kitties, and I'm not getting resources. So I'm getting 3 stars from Biddy and Walter. That might be an all-time low score for me for Biddy and Walter. Mark says, I feel like there are a few games in Season 2 that could be actual tabletop games. I agree. There's some really clever games in The Devil's Plan. What else could I do here? So the 6 can be... I haven't used any number yet. I could use the 6 in Meadow and then use whatever I get to do something in Tidal Blades. The 6 can be any number. Actually, I need more pumpkins to pull it off. I don't think I can pull off Tidal Blades, unfortunately. I need 3 pumpkins. So, yeah, I don't think I can do it. I will use a 6 to get a coin from Tidal Blades. Maybe that can become something. Actually, I might as well get the pumpkin, because if I do the pumpkin, yeah, instead of doing that. So I'm not actually crossing that one off. I'm crossing this one off to get the pumpkin, because if I get 2 pumpkins, I can turn this 1 into a 2 and cross off that bug and get a 6 star at least here. And I do get 3 stars from Tidal Blades. Little anticlimactic, but that's okay. Turns out for a total of 12.5 for the round. Not too bad, especially for a round where I feel a little hurried by showing up here late. I'm sorry about that. Ian got a 14.7. Well done, Ian. That's a great score. But not enough pumpkins to reuse a realm. Yeah, kind of a low pumpkin round. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. It's always great to see you and hang out with you for a little bit, play Rolling Realms, or just do one of the live casts and chat for a while. I hope you all have a great weekend. Garrett, happy birthday to your daughter again. Ian, have fun. Mark, have fun as well. And Brendan, thanks for hanging out too. Yeah. Garrett says, good luck in your scramble, Captain's Choice. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun to do tomorrow with disc golf. All right. Thank you all. Have a good weekend. I will see you later. Bye.